Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus and Bundeswehr Bob Play Civilization 6. We left off last episode. Still just getting sporadic, I was going to say emails, but that's a little ahead of the time. Sporadic, I don't know, scroll messengers about the brutal civil war in Greece.
Yeah, the God Brick has commanded that we carry on our war against Pericles at this point.
God damn. I like how we're playing this out. There's a high priest who just goes into a secluded chamber, comes out with the teachings of the brick.
Yeah, you know, the God Brick will not be denied. The God Brick gets what the God Brick
so
wants.
So says the God Brick. Let it be known.
Yeah, I'm starting to pillage Athens, Athenian tiles now.
All right, so I cleared out another barbarian tile.
And there's a barbarian encampment right on top of that road that the Athenian trader made. Oh, that's good.
For them.
What are we not next? Engineering sounds good. That's really far away.
All right, so why don't you just go hang out
irrigation.
in Rome? All right, so my cities are doing okay. Growth is slowed down, but they're okay. Brussels likes us these days because we keep sending envoys over there. We have one trade route. I like that. All right, how much tourism does the God Brick provide?
8.
Oh, that's not bad for a brick. I mean, I'm the.
It's the God Brick. I don't know how many times I have to say it. It's the God Brick. It is a divine brick that provides us with mandates.
I have the holy center of Zoroastrianism. I only get 11 out of that. And you got a brick. I got a whole city. You got a brick, and they're almost the same.
Yeah, I don't know if incest is greater than God Brick. I don't know.
Well, in my religion, yes, that is what it is.
Yeah,
I need.
So here now, Pericles wants to give me 94 gold and 12 gold for 30 turns. If I just keep waiting, it'll give me more stuff.
I think we could.
And in the meantime, I can just wreck all their shit.
Let's skip sailing, I think, but we do have horses, so let's figure out how horseback riding works. Fortify. Why don't you just go hang out near the Russian border to make sure there's no, uppity Russians. Well, I don't know about you. Well, you got Greeks next to you. They're famously warlike, but the Russians aren't necessarily someone you want to share a border with.
It's strange you say that because I'm Sparta and they're Athens.
That's true. Eureka! Work on the watermill has taught your workers much about construction practices. Okay. Oh, watermill.
So we have archers now. We upgraded our slingers into archers.
Apparently, I can build the pyramids. Grants a free builder. All builders can build 1 extra improvement. Must be on a desert without hills. But what about the oracle? I'm really interested in building things. Ancient walls. Oh, these are upgrades for those tiles. Now I get it. Yes.
Yeah, districts will have things that you can upgrade them with. Like my encampment can have a barracks, for instance. That will give me some bonuses towards unit production and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily understand that the first time around. All right, purchase unit. I'm gonna purchase a builder because I don't feel like building a builder. And Artium has access to some cool stuff, like horses and rice. Rome can into rice production. I'm really digging the sound design in this.
For you, Pericles.
All right, archers. Well, that's an archer. You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be here. And you're a worker. You're supposed to be there. Harvest resource. Oh, that's interesting. You can harvest the resource, which removes it from the map, but instantly gives you a big boost. Or you can build the tile improvement. I like that. Options. I didn't think it was necessary to pillage the rice field, but
Gameplay expansion.
yeah, I know. Well, I'm not necessarily
Feature ad.
you know, with the way games are you know, starting to go in terms of sequel progression, it's, you know, seeing a game that took everything from the previous one and just made it better is not really how sequels work anymore.
Isn't that sad?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people in my Discord were talking, they were like, well, Battlefield 1 and Civ 6 are coming out at around the same time, and they cost about the same amount of money. Which one should I get? And I was like, I told everybody, I was like, don't buy Battlefield 1. Buy Civ 6. Why? And because Battlefield 1 is, you're gonna really enjoy it for like 10 weeks. And then you're not gonna play it again. And in 9 months after you stop playing it, they're gonna come out with Battlefield 1, 2, and you're going to pay another $60 for that. But with Civ 6, you're going to keep playing it over and over and over. Maybe you'll put it down for a while, but you'll pick it back up, and you'll play another game, and you'll play with your friends, and you'll keep playing it for that entire year. And then for 4 more years after it, before they come out with another game. I mean, you can't make a AAA title in 1 year. You can't do it.
The poets have been mistook.
All right, what did I just get?
I don't know. I think the comparison between the two is a little harder to do since they're very different genre games.
Well, they're different genre games, but in terms of how many hours of entertainment are you going to get out of one versus the other?
Well, that is dependent upon what the tastes are of whoever's playing, you know, those games.
Well,
you
your
know,
tastes
are they
bad, and you
more
should feel
effort?
bad.
I didn't say they're my taste. I picked up Civ 6 and not Battlefield 1, so we're already in sync on that. But someone else may prefer, you know, that frenetic first-person shooter game as opposed to, you know, Civ 6.
All right, recorded history. Let's do theology first. I just, you know.
Yeah, I know. I specific to Battlefield 1. I mean, I played the beta that was out for like a week because I was considering getting it and doing it for the channel and stuff, but you know, after playing it for a week, I got pretty exhausted on it already, and decided, nope, this is not what I want to do for the channel and stuff. And that actually got a lot of groans because there was a few people who were like, "We're gonna pick up Battlefield 1 because it's so cool," which you know, good for them if they like it and stuff. It just wasn't this wasn't for me. I much prefer, you know, like Red Orchestra 2 or like Rising Storm as opposed to Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Given my druthers.
All right, so Artyom's time to build. So you can build the Hanging Gardens.
Well, now we've got all sorts of gold that we have taken from. We did make peace with Pericles finally. We have all sorts of gold now at our disposal, and we're going to use that to buff out Sparta a bit more, I think.
Do it.
It's going to happen. Purchase item with gold.
Well, first let's build walls around my cities because I feel like that's necessary. Let's get that going. Rome's upgrading at the holy site, the Holy Land. We figured out how rice and iron works, and iron rice.
Iron rice?
We paid the iron rice price.
What?
You heard me.
That sounds like heretical teachings against the Godbrick.
Godbrick doesn't approve of iron rice.
God, I'm gonna have to, you know, jihad against you. Godbrick jihad.
So you're going Sunni, are you?
No, Godbrick.
Godbrick has jihad.
We've been over this. Godbrick, you know, will not be denied. It's the Godbrick.
This building requires a temple building. I don't have a temple. So camp. So these are all thingies that you build elsewhere in places.
Good job, Ben.
Funny, we don't have any suitable locations to build the Colosseum.
It's a poor thing for Rome. What do you need to build to build it?
Well, let's see. Must be built on flat land adjacent to an entertainment complex district. I don't have an entertainment complex.
Well, you can go down to like, you know, Best Buy or something and get yourself one of those.
Let's pick up an entertainment complex. Trying to find the best spot for it. Okay, let's just, why don't we just clear out some of these rainforests and build an entertainment district next to Rome. That's what we're doing. Rome can into entertainment. It's very entertaining.
Are you not entertained?
I love that clip.
See, with Sparta holds, you know, games for the God Brick to entertain the God Brick.
We're really more about
physically.
about our Zoroastrian heritage.
Well, you know, that's
And
why
our
you know
sexy,
the God
sexy siblings.
the God Brick doesn't approve.
I don't think anybody really approves of Zoroastrianism. Except for, I don't know, are there any Zoroastrians actually left in the world?
Arkansas, maybe. I don't know.
Deep South. Alright, so 14 more turns until a entertainment district. 10 turns until I get some walls up in Artium. Iridium.
All right, so there's some like tundra wastelands down here, along with some snow.
So, the Russians are Eastern Orthodox.
Well, that's fitting.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think I kind of
All right, Pericles, you want to fight again?
I think I kind of like that happiness is not a global trait. Because before, city placement was all like, okay, does it have at least 2 luxury resources? No, then it's not worth it. Does it have 1 luxury resource? Yes, then okay, maybe it'll be good as a strategic location. Does it have 0 luxury resources? No, not gonna bother with it at all.
Yeah.
But now you can pick your city placements much more about where you want them rather than where the placement of luxury resources are, or amenities. Luxury resources is the right term, I think. Can purchase with faith. Does faith work the same way?
What's that?
Faith. Do you accrue faith and get a second great prophet and get more and like enhance your religion like you did in 5?
Well, faith doesn't go towards profits like that. Where is it? So you see where your research is?
Yes.
So above that, you got your science, you got civics, you got government, you got religion. There should be a great people tab.
Tourism on. Oh, right there. Great people. Okay.
So there's these points are a separate thing from faith.
Okay.
At least I think they are.
Great general. Great.
So like it'll show you what you're closest to getting anyway, and it's showing you how many points per turn you're putting towards that. So like for a great prophet, I think you get that from holy sites.
Found religion, activate
nice
a holy site district or Stonehenge. Found a religion, establish the city as holy city.
Yeah.
So I did that. Rome, 0 great. Oh, that's a great writer, great scientist, great prophet. Okay, where am I on this? Unmet player, Japan. Rome, 0. 0. Oh, that's. Where am I looking? Here we go. God damn it. I'm using the scroll wheel is scrolling left to right instead of up to down, and it keeps throwing me off. All right, prophet. Unmet player. So I don't get another great prophet. I only get the 1. Because I already.
Well, if for the
recruit.
great person thing, so
You have already earned the maximum number of this type of great person. So there's only the 1.
I'm not 100% sure how those limits are determined.
All right, how do I purchase with faith? Rome. Purchase with faith. Missionary. May convert citizens to their religion. May not initiate theological combat with... Okay. I'm going to save up for a meeting house. Because that's expensive. I love that I got a wonder. Yay.
Yeah.
How's Sparta?
Sparta's doing good now that we're no longer in the war. We're getting a bunch of gold from Pericles. It's great.
He's giving you all of his ducats.
Well, he's giving me 10 per turn now at this point. He's unfriendly towards me. I can't imagine why.
Maybe because he started a war that was not terribly wise.
Sounds like some community members I know on the Saturday games.
Yeah. On both our sides.
Mm-hmm.
Diplomatic insult. Why'd you declare war on me?
Is Ben at war now?
No, I'm not at war. Your large urban center has soon required corps of bureaucrats. Okay, progress towards civil service has been advanced. Okay, Rome is growing larger.
Yeah, Pericles just showed up on my doorstep with a bunch of thugs and then decided that he wanted to try to take me on, and which I successfully beat him back, even though I think it was really more so the AI making a misstep or two along the way.
Mm-hmm. So,
because if I was in control of those guys, I think I probably could have taken. Were I Pericles in that situation, I think I could have taken Sparta. So the AI probably has a few kinks to work out still.
But I don't know. I'm not exactly happy about what I'm seeing right now. So you remember how I was like, you know what? I should station some borders on that, some units on the Russian border
for fun.
Yes.
Well, I just looked out and noticed there's like 5 Russian military units marching up the goddamn road.
Are they on your way to? Are on their way to you?
Me.
Well, you may want to go ahead and put your guy back in town then.
Production towards settlers, housing, at least 2 specialty districts. Towards builders. Let's put this here. And I feel like we could use maybe a military wild card.
Wild card?
Double experience.
Such a wild card, Ben.
Yeah.
See, the God Brick doesn't approve of wild cards. He prefers that ordered society.
Towards ancient classical era heavy and light cavalry units. Production towards naval units. Ranged units. Survey. I guess I'll just go with conscription and knock off the upkeep cost for these guys. So, what you guys doing?
Hey, Russia. What's going on?
There's 5 Russian military units marching up the road straight at me. And I'm just sitting here I'm a little concerned. Another envoy to send. I'm just doubling down on Brussels. Confirm that. New achievement. New Orleans-style Spanish rice.
Man, you're just getting all that. Oh, well, I've got that one already. I have that achievement.
Oh, you've already got the Spanish rice.
I do. I know all about Spanish rice.
Well, we have open borders, so maybe he's just passing through.
To where though?
I don't know.
Aren't him and Norway at war?
Are they?
Or is that Japan and Norway? 2 of your neighbors declared war on each other.
Oh,
I remember that.
Well,
and I think I'm starting to believe more and more that I am in fact in Thunderdome with Pericles.
I hereby claim you an enemy to Russia, our allies, and God.
Ooh.
Russia declared war on me. Declares a surprise war against you. See, I knew something was. I should put my units on the border. I knew it. Fucking do it. All right, start shooting those fuckers. All right. Yeah, you could shoot him. And now they got one of my units surrounded, which I don't like, but hopefully maybe I can move him out of here. Okay, I can get him out of there. As long as he's not surrounded. Everybody else wanted to buy my spice. The spice must flow. So I'm actually getting...
Spice must flow.
I'm getting a decent amount from trade now.
Well, I will say this is that I'm glad that the AI, I mean, because we're just playing on normal difficulty. Yeah. We're playing on Prince, you know, and I haven't fooled with any other AI settings. I am pleased that there is more conflict up front in the game, because that's something that was one of my big criticism in like Civ 5 and Civ 4, is that the AI wouldn't really initiate conflict. No. It was kind of up to you to go out of your way to go beat up the AI, you know, or watch the AI beat up each other, and that was kind of in the late game. So I'm pleased that in this early games, we're only at 1350 BC, that the AI is taking the initiative and going after like the player. That there's more barbarians out there that kind of act a little more like raging barbarians did in like Civ 5. You know, I think those are good steps forward to make the game more interesting, despite the fact that the AI could stand to have a little bit more improvement. But
all right, Open fire! We will blot out the sun with our arrows.
Because if I had, I think, done what I do in Civ 5, which is like build no military units like for forever,
Yeah.
until like the medieval age, I probably would have lost that war against Pericles.
Build
but,
only
barbarians,
enough to defend against barbarians and nothing more.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually going to be okay in this war. I've killed one of their 5 units, and 3 of the 4 remaining ones are damaged.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're marching into, like, rough terrain, heavily defended by archers.
The Lord made us all out of iron.
And I just figured out how
and turns up
ironworking
the
works,
heat
which allows me access to
forge some of
legions.
us into steel.
How do you iron?
Rome can into Roman legions. See, engineering, baths, catapults. We're gonna do construction. All right, so open fire.
We shall never surrender.
Whatever the cost may be.
Where do I want you to go hang out? Why don't you go hang out over here? My other state is going to be over on the east side. Is what we're going to do.
East side is the best side.
No, west coast is the best coast.
Oh,
Being originally from the west coast.
if I could get this guy back safely, I can upgrade him to a legion.
Legion.
But I mean,
Are they Legion? Are we Legion?
no, we're not legion yet. We're still like dude with club.
I mean, you're still like 1,100 years early for like the Roman Empire. Well, I suppose the Republic really. That was like 280 BC, right?
Yeah, around there. Rome was founded by according to legend in 753. The kingdom period went for about 200 years, I think. It was 250 years. So it was like 500 something where they kicked out the kings and became basically like an oligarchy. And then that developed into the Republic, which went until the 1st century. And then it turned into the Empire.
Ave Caesar.
There's contention as to if anybody believes that Rome was founded in 753 BC, because supposedly I think Athens was 754, and the Romans always like to say they did everything better and before the Greeks, and then and the legend is that they found their city 1 year before the Greeks did.
Okay.
So no, that's what the legend is. Nobody really knows if it's true or not.
No, they can say whatever they like. I mean, what I recall from my history class is a lot of like Etruscans and Samnites fighting each other, and Rome kind of springing out of that somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Samnites were to the south. Etruscans were to the north of Rome. And Rome beat them all up because, well, basically they were dicks. They were like the dicks of the era. Well, according to the legend, when
the legend, they were dicks.
When Rome was founded, there wasn't enough women in the city to perpetuate the population. So they held a great party for their, nice Etruscan neighbors, and then stole all their women. And then went to war with the men to keep the women and won.
Yep.
So that's how Rome does its thing. Oh, legion time. Roman unit classical era melee. Replaces swordsman, can build a Roman fort. Let's get one of those up. I don't know what a Roman fort is, but it sounds like it's right up my alley. Yeah, well,
that's the thing that the Romans did a lot of when they're fighting, and especially in like Gaul and stuff, is that they would erect a fort, and that would be where they would fight from.
The Romans actually built a fort every single day they were on the march. Every day. They would march 25 miles, and then they would build a camp. They would dig trenches. Then they would use the excavated dirt to make a mound on the other side of the trench. And every man carried 2 wooden stakes with him. And then everybody would take their stakes and they would line the parapet that they just built with the wooden stakes. And then they would erect the camp inside. And they did that literally every single day.
Oh, they got good at it.
Yeah. There's a reason Rome was famous for being good engineers. So that's all they fucking did when they were going beating people up.
Building
things. Oh, apparently I still have an auto explorer out here. So I think I've got the whole coastline explored. Yeah, definitely on completely separate continents because I've got the coastline explored now. And
explored.
Yeah, explored. And there is no Bob.
I haven't met anyone else besides Pericles, so I'm confident that I'm probably on my own little island continent.
I think so. This is where the rest of the world is, and the Greeks have their own island.
That's right. Sparta needs more housing. Oh well.
I'm taking the war to Smolensk, and I might be beating up some Orthodox.
Oh snap!
Everybody march forward. Impenetrable line of archers. We're actually gonna upgrade my doodle to a legion. Thankfully, we have this handy-dandy road already built straight between our cities. Choose production in Rome. You can build the Colosseum now. But I think ancient walls are in order. Alright, so you upgrade. Yay!
My lord, we must erect some ancient walls. Why ancient walls? Why not like some modern walls? Like today walls?
No. We're gonna go with these old ones.
The plans say ancient walls, my lord.
So I've never attacked a city before. I don't know how this works. I don't know how safe it is. I don't know if you have to bombard it or you just walk in.
Well, so there's going to be there's obviously the defense value at the top for the city, and then
achievement. Everything is
there's
awesome.
Gonna be,
The defense.
there's going to be some warriors defending it, so you just you try to attack, and they're going to fight. It'd be just like any other melee combat.
Okay. Production towards defensive buildings. I like that. We're gonna go with that. Bastions. Don't really need that right now, but we're gonna take it. Confirm. Yes. All right. So, got my legion. You need to heal up before you can do anything, though. All right. So, I've got archers all along the coast near Smolensk, and then some Vikings just like doodle on by. Yeah, a couple little Viking ships just bloop 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 bloop.
We mean you no harm, Romans.
All right. Smolensk shall fall. I mean, it's a very well-placed city.
Well, I'm torn. I'm not sure if I actually want to take out Pericles then, because otherwise I won't have anyone else on this island with me.
Nobody to play with.
There won't be anybody to play with. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Well, there's kind of a part of there's a section that I haven't explored yet, but I would feel like if there was somebody else connected here, I would have run into them already. But it's okay. We'll send some hoplites up that way. We'll go check out what's up there. We'll go on an adventure.
Okay. So I'm surrounding Smolensk. I think they ran out of military units. Deal proposed. Peter has proposed a deal.
Peace.
Surround the city. Hold on.
Yeah. I didn't want to take it this far.
Okay. might end up losing a scout. Let's see. What does he want? Make peace. And they'll give me horses. 30 for 1 gold for 30 turns, and metamorphosis. The hell is that?
What'd you say?
Great works. They're gonna give me a great work. Oh
man, you two can have a god brick.
Yeah. Except, dude, he looks shamed. Like his face is all red. Give me your god brick. Now I gotta go find out where my own personal god brick is.
Well, it'll be in your palace unless you've got some other great work slot somewhere.
Great work slot, Palace, Rome. Okay, Metamorphosis. It's a writing created by Ovid. Created in 1300 BC. Provides 4 culture and 4 tourism. Rome can into culture. Okay. I'm thinking maybe it's time to keep this border militarized.
Peter, you obviously... It's Peter the Great,
Yeah.
right? That's who in charge is.
Our Peter.
Okay. Wait, Peter, you can't be trusted.
No. So I'm thinking I'm going to test out this Roman fort on the border.
Build with the mind.
Terracotta army. +1 great general point per turn. And siege towers. Still haven't figured out how sailing works. Because we don't have a coastal city. Maybe it's time to get a coastal city.
I have 2 of those.
The White Cliffs of Dover are calling to me. What do they give me? Culture and gold. Alright, so.
Pericles has proposed a deal. We'll have to find out what that is next turn. We're actually at time, though.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching. We do appreciate it. Don't forget to drop us a like. Leave those comments right down below. Check out the other channel, description. Links are in the description below. Description are in the links below, apparently. We will see you guys next time.
See you later.